Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you, Janine?
I'm great. This morning we're going to talk about your experience with Denver Adaptive Divers and your trip to Cayman Brac. Can you start by telling us your name and how you became a part of Denver Adaptive Divers?
Yes. My name is Micky Berglund. Along the way, I started learning about different studies that they're doing with PTSD and scuba diving, so that brought my interest to a higher level. A good friend of my fiance and ours, Josh Temple, who is involved with Denver Divers, we reached out to him. We know him through the vet center, and he gave us John's email, and we contacted him, and he brought us in for an interview, and that's how we became a part of the Adaptive Divers.
So you talk about the vet center. Can you tell us about your service history?
Yes, I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years. 6 of those were active. I spent time in Afghanistan, did one tour over there. I was on the female engagement team. Basically, they implemented our group into the war at the time. This was before females could be in the infantry or reconnaissance, and they implemented females to go in and gain intel from other females, to kind of see what was going on in the area, for security, find out about health issues and all of that. So it was a great experience, and came back and suffered some odd behavior. I didn't recognize it at first, but outsiders did, which soon brought me into mental health when I was still on active duty. They assessed me and found out that I had depression, anxiety, and PTSD. They started to just give me medication, which became more and more and more over the years. By the time I had basically a breakdown, which was in 2016, and I had to, this was after active duty, I had to basically drop out of school at CSU and go into a PTSD treatment program in Hot Springs, South Dakota. And I was there for a total of 8 months. And it helped out a great deal. When I first went there, they had gotten me up to 19 different medications. So I was taking like 80 some pills a day. But after all of my rehabilitation and counseling and continued counseling there from here on out, I'm down to just one medication. So, and trying to do everything holistically and better myself that way, and just continue on working on it every day.
Thank you for your service. That's amazing. And I'm sure there's many stories that we don't hear about.
The breathing and having everything silent under the water actually was extremely therapeutic. Especially, I would think that would be very therapeutic for other people with PTSD. And other triggers, actually, there aren't too many under the water, and that's the nice thing about it. So just loud noises, you might get startled by that, but those are very few and far between, and really everything is just so calm and peaceful. It's like another world. It's truly a blessing being able to be down underneath the water, almost in one motion. So it's with the anxiety and with the depression, you feel really happy under the water because it's a brand new experience, and you're getting to see all these amazing new fish and wildlife, and it's almost like flying on a different planet. Helpful. It made me feel at ease. It made me feel at home and at peace. And all of my stuff that I suffer with up here on the surface was basically like taken away.
Oh, that's fantastic. Many people had a hand in making this experience possible. What would you like to tell them right now?
Thank you. You guys are doing such an amazing thing for so many incredible people. They would never get a chance to do something like this. This is like the coolest thing they've ever done in their life. So just thank you. You guys are doing more help than you could ever know, and I possibly could not thank you from the bottom of my heart. So
Great. Diving was a big part of the trip, but much more occurred throughout the week. What were some of your favorite memories outside of the water?
Just being around people again. I haven't been around people in the last few years.
It's just surprising with your big smile and your
Right.
outgoing personality.
I know. So I isolated for the last few years. I was very nervous to come on the trip in the first place, just because I knew I'd have to be around people and be by myself, and that was a difficult thing for me. But in the growing process throughout, having PTSD and counseling, and I decided to go for it. And the people that came on the trip couldn't have been more fun. And I loved just hanging out with them, getting to know where they're from, all you guys' stories, the different trips you guys have been on, and all your favorite experiences under the water. So, and all the fun games that we played, because I'm super competitive. So,
Great.
So anyway, I suffer from extremely bad headaches. I had an injury over in Afghanistan, so I have a TBI. And throughout my neck and my head is just constant headaches. They've tried every medication out there. Now I'm getting Botox injections around my head, which helps a lot. However, this scuba diving trip was before all of the Botox shots and everything. And while I was down there diving, and for 6 days after I got back, I had no headaches. And it was unbelievable, because that has not happened to me in years. And so again, like, all this research is new, but if they're using it for the hyperbaric chambers, then it's actually working for divers to go on those depths.
That's amazing.
It could be really, really, truly a new huge step in treatment for all of these vets that are out
Do you have
there.
anything else to share with us?
Just thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. I'm not the best at speaking. Trying my best, and it is coming from my heart. But thank you guys so much for everything you guys do here. This is an amazing program. And thank you. Whatever I can do to continue to help be a part of it, I'm